Daniel Jones and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Zach Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Incomplete pass here now is... And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keelan Cole now to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They go play action now. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Throwing Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 9 catches, 80 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones.
He'll get this to Conner underneath.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They run. Robinson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And finding the tight end, Hooper.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
On first down, Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. On first down, Harris.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cole now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wilson. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. And they have coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Hooper. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They're going option play on 3rd down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5. Oh, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Jones throw taken in by Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down.
From
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They hand this off to Harris. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a...
To start it out, Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's Wilson. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Wilson. Robinson's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now it's Wilson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do, where they are.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.